Welcome to this historical explainer. Today, we're turning the pages back to a moment that literally changed the course of time. We are diving deep into a major milestone in Islamic history, breaking down events that happened centuries ago. So, let's jump right in, shall we? Section 1. An important battle of Islamic history. Ghazwa-e-Uhud, or the Battle of Uhud, officially stands as the second most prominent and important battle in all of Islamic history. This wasn't just some minor skirmish. It was a massive turning point that completely shook up the political and social dynamics of that entire era. Section 2. Revenge for the Battle of Badr. So why did this battle actually happen? What was the catalyst that brought these two giant factions crashing together on such a massive scale? Well, as any historian will tell you, clashes of this magnitude never just happen in a vacuum. The answer actually lies in another major event from the past. The foundation of this whole conflict was built on deep revenge, specifically revenge for the Battle of Badr. See, the Quraysh tribe of Mecca had suffered a huge defeat at Badr, and it was a massive blow to their prestige. That sting of defeat, it was still incredibly fresh for them. So Uhud wasn't just about grabbing land or power, it was a burning fire of retaliation. Moving on to Section 3, the field and time of Uhud. If we rewind the clock, this historic clash took place in the year 3 Hijri. To put that into perspective using the Gregorian calendar, we're talking about the year 625 CE. So, right exactly there, nearly 1400 years ago, an entirely new chapter of history was being written in the Arabian desert. Geographically, this battle was fought right at the base of Mount Uhud. On one side, you had the Muslims of Medina, and on the exact opposite side, the Quraysh tribe of Mecca. That vast rocky terrain of Uhud was about to become the silent witness to an absolutely fierce confrontation. Geography, as we'll see, played a huge role in shaping this conflict. All right, Section 4, face-to-face of the armies. Now, the difference in troop numbers between the two armies is just staggering. A massive force of about 3,000 fully equipped Meccan fighters marched in. Standing against them, a Muslim force of only 700 to 1,000 men. We are literally talking about a David versus Goliath scenario here. You can only imagine the sheer pressure that kind of numerical disadvantage created on the battlefield. When we look at the leadership matchup, that colossal Meccan army of 3,000 was led by Abu Sufyan. On the other side, that small but incredibly steadfast Muslim army was led by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So it was overwhelming numbers and force on one side, clashing against unwavering belief and discipline on the other. And that brings our analysis to a deeply provocative question. How on earth did such a vastly outnumbered group face down a 3,000-strong, heavily armed force? When the odds are completely stacked against you, when the enemy is 3 times your size, what kind of strategy or spirit does it take to make history on the plains of Uhud? Let that sink in for a moment, because questions exactly like this are what turn history into an incredible story of human endurance. Thanks for joining me in this explainer.